Well deserved. This is your guy, Galacade guy, back at you from the Galacade, and I'm here in the bourbon room right now. Have myself a little victory drink because of that awesome score that I got today, and you guys get to see exclusively on this channel. I got an upgrade to a arcade 1-up that I've had that I've been kind of searching for an upgrade for a while. So stick around to the channel. I want to show you what it is and also show you some great things when it comes to this and maybe some future projects that I have. So stick around. If you've been a fan of the channel for a little while, you know that I was at one time obsessed with these 3/4 scale arcade cabinets. I believe at one point in time I had probably around 30, and I've probably bought, I'd say, anywhere between 45 to 50 of them. I loved arcades, and these things were an answer to what I was looking for at the time. But once we moved into our new house with a bigger basement, one that was a must-have for me, something changed about wanting arcades. I still loved my 1-ups, but I just wanted something a little bit more. And unfortunately, Arcade 1-up did not fulfill the more need that I had. I loved these little cabinets, but XLs were constantly promised and never given to us, and we still are sitting around waiting for things like a new centipede that was XL, and they never really gave that to us. So I started upgrading myself to actual arcades. I went looking, and the price difference wasn't that bad on a lot of them. I upgraded Burger Time, Galaga, Dig Dug. I'm trying to remember all of them that I've upgraded here. Final Fight, Joust. I got full size cabs of those, which I really enjoyed. But there was one that was always in the back of my mind that I wanted to upgrade, that I was waiting for, just waiting for someone to come along at the right price in order to get the upgrade, and I got it. So this is the upgrade that I have been waiting for. Burger Time Babe, my wife, has been wanting a full-size centipede for a long time, and this popped on Marketplace for an amazing price, and I could not say no to it. So not only do I have the Arcade 1-up centipede, but I also have a full-size one now. And I thought, well, let's compare them to see, how each one of them does. But before I do that, I wanted to go into this centipede and show you how this is more than just your regular full-size centipede. This thing is a piece of history. The first thing I noticed whenever I had gotten this machine is it had this sticker on here telling me the model number is 302XX. I don't know if that is what it was in line. This is number 302 of the full-size centipedes. I have no idea, but that's on here. I'm going to look that up to kind of see what that's about. It gives a serial number, things like that. And then two, it has here, no Canadian coins. So sorry, Michael B. You're not allowed to use your filthy Canadian coins. No, I'm kidding. Your regular Canadian coins on this machine. It will not work. Will not accept those. On the back of the cab too has these. Looks like it's obviously from whenever this cab was originally made, but just kind of cool to see stuff like this on your cabs, where it's saying that, I believe this one is saying that has to have one of the following U.S. patents, and it has all these patents that are on here. That I thought that was pretty cool. May this product be covered by one of the following U.S. patents, plus additional ones currently pending or issued. So that's kind of interesting. Don't know what that's about, but apparently there are certain patents they wanted to keep with these machines, obviously, to help protect them. So I thought that was pretty neat to have that on there. It does have a 162. I don't know what that means either. Those are just painted on here. No idea. Also, too, want to show this panel here. As soon as you take it off, there is a poster that they had stapled on the back of these, like a quick reference guide. Things here showing like the self-test procedure. Obviously, price changes, how to do those, game price settings, how to change those on the machine also. So this is obviously from whenever the machine was originally made. And it's just so cool to like see this on the back of this Centipede cab, still in great condition. Just so we can get a better look at it too. Look at this, guys. This is just awesome to me. I love stuff like this. These little things that you find in these old machines that just gives you a glimpse of how it was back then. That is awesome. And then just to show you too, the inside of this, the guts, that is the original board too. We have the original board for Centipede in here. Definitely looks pretty old. Says he did just recap a lot of these, make sure that they were good for me too before I had bought it. But you do notice there is one thing that's kind of missing. We have this over here, which leads to an LCD screen. Let's talk about it. Obviously, this is a touchy subject when it comes to old arcade machines, LCD screens versus CRTs. If you know me and my channel, I prefer LCD screens just because I don't want to mess with the hassle of the CRTs. But I will say I am a little disappointed that this one does not have a CRT in it. Normally, I'm like A-okay with it, but this one I was like, man, it's so authentic. Has all this stuff with it, but unfortunately that LCD is in here. And also, too, the LCD doesn't quite fit right. Not 100%. If you look here at the bottom, it doesn't quite go all the way down. Whenever you're playing, too, you stop right there. So there's ones out there you can get that are actual 3x4s. I think this is a 16x9 that he just made sideways and adjusted the screen to fit in there, but not a hard fix. Something you could easily do. Monitor I can throw in there in order to fix that, or maybe even look into getting a CRT for this Centipede, because it just needs it. One other thing I wanted to make sure I brought up that he also gave me, he said these are the schematics for the Centipede. I'm assuming it's just like the manual. It says here that it is the Operation Maintenance and Service Manual, and it has all these schematics in here involving the machine itself. I thought it'd be pretty cool to, frame them even and put them up, just because they are pretty cool. It even has stuff like the British-made coin door, says there, American-made coin door, like how those work, things like that. Just something else that's just neat that he had in there. So the moment a lot of you have been waiting for is the comparison between the Centipede Arcade 1-Up and a full-size Centipede. So get ready to see the differences on these. So obviously the first thing people are going to want to know is the size difference. So these are them next to each other, side by side. What you're getting with the Arcade 1-Up, obviously over here, and what you get with the full-size cab right here. And for reference, I will stand next to the small Centipede here, and just kind of show you with how tall I am. Kind of tells you, there's a big difference in the height of these, and the width, and the depth. The depth is also, big difference, which is understandable. And again, by this comparison, I want you guys to know I'm not trying to claim that one is better than the other one. Both have their value in their own ways. So don't take that away from this. I just wanted to see and show you guys what the real difference is whenever you're going from a small Arcade 1-Up to an actual size. Now, the one thing I did want to measure is they're saying that the 3/4 scale, this is 3/4 scale. That's what I want to make sure of. Because if you're looking at this, does that look like it's 3/4 the scale of the Centipede? Like, I don't really know. So I wanted to actually get the measuring tape out and see how close they are to it. But if you're looking at them objectively, they didn't do a bad job. I mean, this is pretty close to a full-size Centipede as far as the shape goes. I want to show it off from the side too, so you understand the shape and how close that they got with it. I mean, if you told me, hey, I want a toy-size arcade that is, bigger, I can actually play arcade games on, but still very similar to the full-size one. I mean, it's pretty dead on. I don't know how much better you could really get with it as far as size and also to the graphics on the side. Obviously, some caps on these screws here would make it look a little bit more authentic, but it's not bad. Like, it's pretty darn close. They did a good job with this one. Okay, so this is the full-size Centipede. Let's see this, and this is on wheels. Has some wheels at the bottom, but let's get that from the floor here to the tippy top. Baby. There it's showing 73 inches. Let's go a little bit firmer. Yeah, about a little over 73 inches is what this one is showing. Alright, then the width of this cab, the full size, looks like it's 25 3/8, about where it's at. And then let's get the depth here of the full size cab. And it is a little over 32 inches, like 32 1/8 it looks like. Actually, if we go like that, 32 inches. Let's see the one up with a riser. So this is on a riser too. I needed to bring that out. This is not a deluxe or anything. These were made with risers, and it is about 60 3/4 is what it is with the riser. Yep, right about there. The width of this thing is looks like 19 3/4 or 18 3/4 I should say. It's not even quite 19. It's 18 3/4. All right, and then the depth here looks like 22 3/8. One other thing I did want to bring up, the obvious, is the screens. A lot of people have issues with the Arcade 1-Up screen just because it's a horizontal screen for a vertical game. This is the game that you're promoting for people to be attracted to, is Centipede, and you have the wrong orientation, which really stinks because that's the big issue with this cab. Now, it's hard to compare for me because I also have issue with this screen currently too. So to me, that kind of null and voids it out, unfortunately, for the time being. But I just wanted to highlight that too when it comes to the Arcade 1-Up. So the big question is, with those measurements, does Arcade 1-Up stack up as a 3/4 scale model compared to a full-size cab? Well, it looks like out of the three categories of height, width, and depth, they only hit one. And that is only because of the riser. The riser that is included with the Centipede does boost it up to over 60 inches, which it would need to be at least 54 3/4 tall in order to be considered a 3/4 scale. Unfortunately, though, when it comes to the width and the depth, it falls short. It should be at least a little over 19 inches wide, as well as about 24 inches deep, if I am correct. And I'm sure if I am incorrect, there'll be someone in the comments down below who will be correcting me, because they're very good at that. I don't know why, but they're very good at correcting me. But from what I can see, even though these claim that they are 3/4 scale, they unfortunately come up rather short. What else is interesting is that before they had the risers, they would claim that these were 3/4 scale, even before the risers. So it was way off as the 3/4 scale arcade before the risers. Now at least they have a little bit of height, which helps with them claiming that. But overall, unfortunately, Arcade 1-Up, you come up a little short in other areas. I know one other question that's going to be brought up in this video is, how much did these cost? So the Centipede, the Arcade 1-Up, originally I believe this one was $500 is what they're offering for this one, but it went on sale rather quickly, which happens with a lot of Arcade 1-Ups back in the day. I believe I got this one for $300. Now when it comes to the big guy here, these ones range, obviously, depending on your Facebook Marketplace. For this one, the gentleman had it originally for $350. This is how much this was going for. Now, I don't think he knew what he had, and so immediately everyone picked up on it, and there was a little bit of a bidding war. So by the time all the dust settled, I ended up picking this up for $550. So that's how much I paid for this full-size arcade cabinet that has A lot of history is something that I enjoy. Now, what tends to happen here with a lot of people who are very passionate about arcades and the nostalgia of it all and what we're supposed to be doing with these and how we're supposed to feel about these. To me personally, each has their own place. Do I regret getting the arcade 1-up Centipede? Absolutely not. Do I regret getting a full-size one? Absolutely not. Do they both have their flaws and issues? Yes, they do. This one is going to take a lot more work. I'm going to need to make sure that I maintain this one a lot more. This one here obviously is really, really small and has its own set of issues as far as PCBs having issues on other arcade 1-ups and maybe not having as much support as far as parts and things in the future. So that's also an issue here. This one's made of real wood. This one's made of particle board that is easily damaged and non-repairable. So each one of them has their own issue. Do I think that one is more suited for everyone than the other? No, absolutely not. People can choose what they want to choose and like what they want to like. And honestly, if I still had that small space of the boiler room, I probably would still just have arcade 1-ups majority. Now that I have the space down here, I'm moving on to more full-size arcades because I enjoy them more and I feel like they're more fun for me. And so in the end, it's whatever you choose for your arcade situation. As long as you keep that passion alive for the arcades, I don't see an issue with them either way. So there you have it, guys. That's the latest update to the Galacade. If you like this type of content, please make sure that you hit the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more of me and the Galacade, click on some videos here. They're down below. Check out my channel. I just did a whole tour of the Galacade where I go through everything and you get to see it all. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching.